Alright, so we back again. You know, it's the boy True King, TK. You know, we inspire nations greatly over here. My allergies acting up right now, but that's how it sounds with stuff. But you know, I'm at a spot right now, chilling. I was like, man, let me go ahead and record something for y'all. I know y'all, it's been a drought. It's been what, 3 days, 4 days? I don't know how long it's been, but you know, I'm back to talk to y'all again, man. So I'm gonna tell y'all the story of my first load. Yeah, story of the first load. So all right. So I once I signed my lease and everything, right, I was talking with my instructor. He was letting me know, yo, it may be hard to get out to find a load or something, you know, find a load when you're in Springfield, because you just told me it was hard. People find loads. They couldn't find loads. They wait until midnight and stuff like that. So I was like, all right. He said, if you find a load, take it, because you know what I mean, you never know, you'll find another one, and the more loads you deliver before your payroll, the more you get paid, obviously. So I was like, all right, boom. So I signed it on Tuesday. I called driver line. I was like, hey, what y'all got? Y'all got any loads? He was like, I actually got one coming in a couple of hours. Is due tomorrow by midnight or something like that. But it was like 400 miles maybe. And I was like, all right, yo, let me get that. I told him, let me get that. Yo, put the truck number, let me get that. So I was like, I had to get my stuff from the hotel, and I had to get supplies. So I got all my supplies. Then I started, you know, I got my stuff. I set it up. And the load finally got here. It was like midnight. No, it was like, I think 10, right? And so I'm like, all right, so the load is here. I forgot they had to inspect the trailer. So I accidentally started my clock. So that messed me all the way up. Like, that messed me up, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I made it work. I got there on time, but I was limited because I could have waited until the morning to actually start driving, as comparison to starting at like what, 12 o'clock when I was bad tired. I started it by accident, and it kept running. I couldn't stop the 14 hours, and if it would have ran up, then that would have been bad for me. I wouldn't have had enough time to deliver the load. So I had to wait till they got done inspecting the trailer, which is probably around 1, 2. And I just had to stay up, get it out, drive. I had to drive like 5 hours. I was so tired. I didn't get that much sleep, and then I rested. I finally laid down, but it was tough. I'm not gonna lie. I drove 5 hours. Luckily, I found a truck stop, and there were parking spots, because normally there's none. So I found a parking spot. As soon as I laid down, I was knocked out. Then I woke up, and I had a little time left. I didn't have that much time. I woke up, I had to take I did a split. Whatever you call it. It's a split. It's an 8-2 split or whatever. I didn't know you could do that on the logs. You could split your time up if you only drove. Since I didn't drive that much time, because I was waiting for like a good 4 hours for the trailer to get inspected, and that took like 4 or 5 hours off my 14-hour clock, and I only drove for like what, 3-4 hours. So it was a split. I did a split. So I only had, when I woke up, I had 4 hours. And then if I stayed sleeper berth for a certain time, I'll gain more hours. But it wouldn't be my whole 10-hour shift. It was like 7 hours total. But I made it there, and I barely had time to spare. I'll say that. I barely made it. I made it like an hour before, but I was almost late, man. You know, my instructor, he told me very well. He told me, like, if you're on time, you're late. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. Being on time is being early. So really ain't no being early, it's just being on time. But yeah, I made it early. That was my first experience. It was tough too, because I started my clock. I made a novice error, but it was my first time, and I had to stay up mentally. I was tired, but I kept pushing, and I drove. Another thing too, when I started driving, right, I got out the load, it started storming and raining. So I was like, yo, what is this trying to tell me? You know, I'm very big on symbolism. When I see things happen, I'm like, yo, like, I be I be looking at the cracks in the ground sometimes. When I look, I'm like, dang, I think about the foundation of the road. I be like, dang, is there a crack within in a part of my soul that I need to fix? Like, my foundation need to be stronger. I be thinking like that. Don't lie. I be everything symbolism. The light flicker on and off. I be big into all that. But that's a whole nother video. Numbers, everything. That's a whole nother video though. But nah, it was raining. I was like, oh man, I was getting a little nervous my first time. But you know what kings do. We liberate, and I made it and I did my thing. But yeah, that's my story time for my first load. I started my clock by accident, so that took out some of my hours. But that ain't happening again now. I'm moving better. And I'll tell y'all about that later. Just a little update for y'all. But yeah, that's my first load experience, and hope you guys enjoyed that little story. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to you. I gotta get my workouts in because I gotta stay in shape. I refuse to get fat on this road. It's not happening. I promise it's not happening. I'm not. I don't care whatever stigmas they say about truck drivers. Oh, no, not me. I refuse. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. Hope this inspires someone to start that journey trucking. It comes as benefits, no lie. I'm gonna talk about that a little later, but I'm gonna talk to y'all.